When working with Azure Storage, whether it's blob storage, file storage, or any other type, secure access to your data is essential. One of the most common ways to provide secure access to resources in your Azure Storage account is by using shared access signatures, also known as SAS token. A SAS token allows you to grant limited access to your storage resources without exposing your storage account keys. In this video, we will go over the steps to generate a SAS token for an Azure Storage account. I'm Manhar and welcome back to MSFT Webcast. A shared access signature is a URI that grants access to Azure Storage resources such as blobs, queues, tables, and files. The SAS token includes information such as permissions, expiration time, access scope, and more. You can provide a SAS to clients or others who are not trusted with the storage account key, but to whom you want to delegate access to your storage resources. These shared access signature tokens grant access for a specified period and allow you to configure access permissions for different storage account resources. Let's go through the steps to generate a SAS token for a storage account using the Azure portal. Open your preferred web browser, navigate to portal.azure.com and sign in with your Azure account. In the search bar at the top of the portal, type Storage. Under Services, select Storage Accounts. This page displays a list of storage accounts from your Azure environment. From the list, click on the storage account for which you want to generate the SAS token. Expand the Security plus Networking section and then click on Shared Access Signature. You'll see the Shared Access Signature settings. First, you need to select the services which are accessible with the account SAS. By default, all services are enabled for access using the SAS token. For this example, we'll only keep the blob service selected and uncheck the other services. Next, select the resource types that are accessible with the account SAS. Note that the Generate SAS and Connection String option will be grayed out until you check the allowed resource types for the SAS. Go back to the Resource Types selection. In the Allowed Resource Types field, select Service, Container, and Object. Next, we need to select the permissions for the account SAS. Permissions are only valid if they match the specified allowed resource type, otherwise they will be ignored. Since this is a test environment, we'll go with the default selected permissions. You can change them as per your requirements. For example, let's remove the delete permissions. You can define the start and expiry dates during which the SAS token will be valid. Click on the calendar icon to select the start or end date. You can also specify the time. Select the time zone based on your local region. The allowed IP addresses field is optional and specifies the IP address or range of IP addresses from which request will be accepted. If the request IP address doesn't match the one specified in the SAS token, authorization will fail. Keep in mind that the IP address or range of IP addresses must be public, not private. For this example, I'm not going to specify the allowed IP addresses. Next, you have to select the protocols permitted for request made with the account SAS. Microsoft recommends allowing request over HTTPS only, and that option is selected by default. Under preferred routing tier, some routing options are disabled because the endpoints are not published. Next, you need to select the key for which you want to generate the SAS and connection string. In this example, let's select key 1 to generate SAS and connection string. Once you have configured all the options, click on Generate SAS and Connection String. Once you click the Generate button, you see that the connection string, SAS token, and blob service SAS URL have been generated. Copy and paste the SAS token and SAS URL values into a secure location. These values are displayed only once and cannot be retrieved after the window is closed. You can now use this blob service SAS URL to connect to the blob storage using Azure Storage Explorer. I have already created a video showing how to install and set up Azure Storage Explorer. The link is included in the description. Let's go to a Windows 11 machine where we installed Azure Storage Explorer in the previous video. Launch Azure Storage Explorer. The account management section now displays all the Azure accounts you are signed into in Azure Storage Explorer. In the left sidebar, click the plug icon. This opens the Connect to Azure Storage wizard. Select Storage Account or Service. Choose Shared Access Signature and click Next to continue. Specify a meaningful display name for this connection. Go back to the Azure portal and copy the Blob Service SAS URL. After copying the URL, return to Azure Storage Explorer. Under Service URL, paste the copied Blob Service SAS URL. Click Next to continue. On the summary page, click Connect. Once connected, you'll see your storage accounts resources on the left. You are now successfully connected to your Azure Storage account using Azure Storage Explorer. The container should now appear under Storage Accounts, Blob Containers in Azure Storage Explorer. Expand Storage Account display name, then expand Blob Containers. Under Blob Containers, we can see a container named Test Container 002. Click on the container name to view the blobs stored within the container. You'll be able to upload files, download blobs, view metadata, and delete blobs in this container if the permissions allow. We have successfully connected to an Azure Storage account using Azure Storage Explorer with a SAS token. Using a SAS token with Azure Storage Explorer provides a secure and flexible ways to access blob storage without exposing sensitive account keys. That's all for this video. I hope you found this video helpful and informative. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos on Microsoft Azure and other Microsoft related topics. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.